Welcome back to my channel. Women air wet when they show these 5 secrets in female psychology. Have you ever wondered how to decode these secret signals women send when they're actually in towed? It's no secret that attraction is as much about subtle, poke and bever as it is about chemistry. But most men completely evolved the seasons. Today we're peeling back the curtain on female psychology to cover the 5 secret signals when a woman is truly attracted to. These aren't just random behaviors, they're deeply rooted in psychology and human connection. Some of them are so subtle you might haven't noticed them but didn't full understand what they meant. Stick around bios be theme to this video, you'll not only to recognize these signs but also understand the science behind them. Trust me. Knowing these could change how you approach relationships for now. Why does this matter? Because understanding signals isn't just about attraction, it's about fostering rest, building meaningful connections. Why women hide their arousal signs, and creating relationships based on mutual understanding. When you learn to pick upon these behaviors, you'll not only save yourself from misreading situations, but become the type of man who knows how to respond with confidence and clarity. Before we dive in, let me ask you something. Have you ever had a moment where you felt like a woman was giving you mixed signals? One minute she's leaning in fully engaged, and the next chasms this. The reality is women often communicate their attraction in ways that are non-verbal, and when you learn to read these cues, you unlock a whole new level of connection. Let's start with the psychology and feel. If you've ever wondered why women are redrawn to certain traits or behaviors, the answer lies in evolution, or IPSA. For centuries, women have been wired to qualities that signal strength, stability, and emotional security. This isn't just about physical strength, it's about traits like confidence, attentiveness, and the ability to create safe emotional space. Rest fascinating part. While men often respond to visual cues, women are more likely to be influenced by emotional and psychological triggers. What does that mean for you? It means that what truly matters to most women isn't that you drive or the brand. Artwatch. It's how you make them feel when a woman feels seen, heard, and valued. It activates a deep sense of connection that goes beyond physical attraction. But here's where things get tricky. Attraction isn't always straightforward. Women often communicate tenders through subtle behaviors. And missing these cues can lead to confusion or missed opportunities. That's why understanding these signals is when you can recognize the difference between genuine attraction and casual friendliness, you gain the confidence to act appropriately and avoid missteps. They is to focus on patterns, when behavior on its own might not mean much. But when you see multi-policing, that's when you know the sense behind feel attraction. There's something deeper going on in a month. We'll revel first of these 5 secret signs, and trust me y'all won't want to miss that. No, let's get tento. The first of the 5 secret signs. Women show when they are truly interested. Sign 1. Genuine eye contact. One of the most powerful signals a woman can use is through her eyes. Have you ever noticed her holding your gaze just a little longer than usual? Genuine eye contact goes beyond a casual glance. It's prolonged, intentional, and often accompanied by subtle cues like deeded pupils and a warm, inviting expression. Why is this so significant? Eye contact is one of the oldest forms of nonverbal communication. Psychologically, it's linked to building intimacy and trust. When a woman feels connected to you, she's naturally drawn to make eye contact as it signals soupness and vulnerability. It's her way of saying, I see you and I want you to see me, too. Here's a practical tip. When you this sign, reciprocate with confidence. Hold her gaze, not in a way that feels intense or overbearing, but with a relaxed, self-assured energy. A genuine smile to signal that you're interested. Confidence is incredibly attractive. Our ability to meet her eye contact without hesitation reinforces connection. Remember, this isn't a boot stirring. It's about creating a shared ment of understanding. Now, let's move on to the second sign. 2. Subtle touches. This is one of the most telling signs that a woman is drawn to you. Subtle touches can seem innocent in the surface, but they often carry deeper meaning. Maybe she lightly brushes her hand against yours during a conversation. Touch your arm to emphasize a point or pluses. Her hand on your shoulder whiling at your joke. These gestures might seem small but fair intentional and signal comforted. A desire for connection from a psychological perspective. Physical touch is a powerful form of communication. It's often an unconscious way for women to bridge the gap between something. Number 1. Prolonged eye contact and pupil dilation, emotional and physical attraction. When a woman feels comfortable around you, touches her way of invitus, subtle, it sting the waters, To see how you spend. Here's how you handle light. When you notice these subtle toyerstricrities appropriately, this doesn't mean you should immediately escalate physical contact. Instead, mirror her actions in a respectful and natural way. For example, if she touches your arm during a conversation, Hergentel touch in her shoulder or handwine in phases, Zinga point can signal fatter and dasm wavelength. The key is to stay within her comfort zone while demonstrating that you're attent to her signals. What you don't want to do, ice of her ink, or overreaked, keep it natural, and let thy connection develop organically by paying attention, shown Tathy's small but meaningful gestures. You not only depend thy connection, but also show her that you're someone understands and respect your boundaries. Sign 3, active listening and engage bones. The third sign is all she engages with you during a conversation. Pay attention to the little things. Ish leaning in when you tuck does chained in agreement, or mirror your gestures. Maybe she's asking thoughtful follow-up questions, or lowing get your jokes a little longer than usual. These are all signs of listening and genuine interest. Here's why this matters. Women often show their attraction by giving their full attention to someone they're drawn to. From a psychological standpoint, this behavior is rooted in the desire to connect on an emotional and intellectual. When a woman prioritizes what you are saying, she's subtly communicating, Batch values your thoughts and wants to keep the conversation flowing. So how do you keep that connection alive? They is to procate her engagement. Bearsade, show her you're not just hearing her words, but genuinely yonder ninning her. Lean in slightly when she speaks. Maintain eye contact and dress pant thoughtfully. Avoid giving genera conkers, or letting sign number 2 subtle lip biting and touching your. What does she notice if your focus shifts? Most importantly, don't rush to dominate the conversation. Scope and questions that invite her to share more about herself by showing you're as invested in the dialogue as is. You'll build a dynamic where foreplay, teasing, or flirting. The fourth sign is playful teasing or flirting. This is where Angs start to get fun. She's cracking lighthearted jokes, playfuling you, or even mock. Arjing gobbled something trivial. You've likely caught her attention. Why do women do this? Flirting is a natural way to test the waters and create a sense of comfort and excitement. Playful teasing helps Esther rapport and build a unique bond. It signals that Jeff feels safe with you to let her guard down and have fun, which is a significant step in deepening any connection. When you notice this behavior, respond with humor and confidence. Match her, but then try to own up her ordering. It enjoys competition. For example, if she playfully teases Yao about your choice of drink, laugh it. A fan tease her back in a light, fun way. The goal is to keep the interaction positive and effortless. One thing to avoid is taking her teasing too seriously. She jokes about something. Don't get defensive or overthink it. Instead, roll with a playful tone and use it as an opportunity to show off your charisma. By meeting her playful Angie with confidence and wit, you'll show her that you are someone she can hate fun with, someone who doesn't just understand her humor but enhances it. Sign 5. Prioritizing time with you. When a womanly likes you, she shams time for you. No matter how picket her schedule may be, it might be as simple as agreeing to meet for coffee, suggesting plans fourth weekend, or carving out time for aqua chat amidst their busy day. These actions show she's prioritizing you even when life is. Why does VSMR sign number 3? Physicalness. Time is one of the most valuable sources we have when she chooses to spend hers with you. It's a clear indicator that she sees you as someone worth investing in. Psychologically, this reflects interest and a desire to build a deeper connection. People rarely go out off their way for someone they don't care about. So, how should you respond? First, acknowledge and appreciate her. A simple thank you for making time long way in showing your gratitude. Then reciprocate. Make her feel that her time is valued by bung. Present, attentive, and engaged one. You're together. Remember, relationships thrive on mutual effort. And recognizing this signals you to foster an even of our connection. Common misinterpretations, ephemeral signals. Not every action that seems like interest is genuine attraction. It's important to distinguish between politogicers and authentic signals. For example, fork, smile, generate tech implant, or short, polite responses might just be her way of being cautious. Notice Isha's drawn to context is everything. And isolated. BVA doesn't paint that picture. A genuine smile paired with prolonged eye contact and engaged conversation, Isa, good sign. But a casual smile without her signals might simply be friendliness. Note reading the situation honestly is key to avoiding missteps, and here's a big tip. Avoid overanalyzing. Constant lie dissect her every move can make you anxious and overthink. Instead, stay confident and music open. If you're unsure of other intentions, don't be afraid to ask something as simple as I feel like we get along really well. What do you think? Can clarify things without unnecessary confusion. How to respond when unitus, the seasons. Confidence is your best ally. When you spit these signs, don't hesitate or suss yourself. Respond for changes in voice, tone and speech patterns, naturally showing that self-assured without buying your avoid overthinking. Attraction thrivison, authenticity. Sorlax, and let your true self shine through. When the moment feels right, take the next step. Whether it's asking her out, suggesting a shared activity, or simply expressing your interest in ENA, respect forward weight, toe cap, the 5 screwed signs, women show. In there, interested. Genuine eye contact, subtle touches, active listening, playful teasing, and prioritizing time with you. These behaviors are subtle yet powerful indicators of attraction. Eyeing them can transform how you approach relationships. Now it's your turn to take action. Start paying attention to these signals in your interactions and use them to build connections. Remember, relationships are built on mutual understanding, respect, and effort. You'll found value in this video. Share our thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit notification bell so you never miss out on more insights.